Cool.
So the first question is, how do you think about evangelism? Because, it's a term fraught with all kinds of bad mojo for most of us. So how do you think about
Right.
it in your own head?
Yeah, typically evangelism is still a pretty sour word for me. Like it makes me hesitate and cringe just a little bit. Because for as much as Jesus did come for salvation and for this eternity purpose of us forever worshiping him and his Father, scripture is just as full of him like exemplifying a life that is free and full of service right now.
Hmm.
And so I think when we start talking about evangelism, the part of me that cringes is that the church has been uh, overly addicted to that topic in kind of a formalized way that it needs to happen and it's the most important thing that a church can do when really Christ was love and he was service and he was able to show emotions. So he wept and he celebrated. And I think if the church could show that Jesus was just as many of those things as he is kind of the key to heaven, then I wouldn't maybe cringe as much about evangelism. But I just feel like it's been overly prioritized without kind of the undergirding of who Christ actually is.
Hmm.
So that's
Have crossed a lot of different divisions. I mean, you're very cross domain as far as I'm concerned. You got friends all
yeah,
over the political map, all over the theological map.
right.
Where's that come from? What I mean, I think there's something deliberate that you do to keep that happening. But
Sure.
correct me if I'm wrong
Uh,
on that.
No, it's not, and it's easy for me to identify what it is because you guys have a term to it, and it's called stay in the room with difference. But I think in general, the reverse of that, which was probably more my mindset before I learned your guys' terminology, is I just get tired of being with like-minded people all the time. Like, as expansive as the world is, like, so should be the bride of Christ is just as large as the world is. And so if we're going to be able to identify that the world is multifaceted, then we also need to um, be able to promote that the church is that too. And so I simply don't choose to be with like minded people all the time